I think the line that moved me the most in the film was, "You're a beautiful woman, you deserve a beautiful life." We're at a different age now, obviously, than in the era that Water for Elephants takes place. Is it still possible to be able to find a beautiful life for ourselves?
Yeah, I think what's interesting about the film is it's all about redemption, second choices, and second chances at love, at a new life of happiness. And I think, you're never too old to have hope for something great in your life, And I think it's a movie about that.
Now, you don't do period a lot. And I wonder why. What is it about this particular character, Marlena?
I think I do period movies all the time. It's just something to do. It's like, no more corsets. I can't do it. But probably not as much as, the average person. I love this time period. I think it's so magical. And there's something so exciting about 1930s. The fashion is so gorgeous. The long evening dresses and the sparkly leotards and the big feather skirts. And it was just very glamorous, very romantic.
Now, where did you find your sense of empowerment for the film? Because Marlena is interesting. This element of animal versus man. She's on top of her, the best that she's ever been in her life. She's beautiful. She commands these animals with great control and power. But even the rest of her life around her is not so controlled. Mm-hmm. But for yourself, Reese, through the making of the film, where did you find your center for this particular role?
Well, I did a lot of research about the time period, the 1930s, and certainly circus era performers. I mean, it was a very interesting time to be a woman in the circus. There wasn't a lot of, first of all, there's no jobs in America, and there were no opportunities for education for women. So you had to be kind of tough. You had to be a real kind of hard scrabble kind of girl. So I kind of based it on that idea, and then also, she has this incredible vulnerability when she's around animals. She just has like a soft spot in her heart for these animals.
Did you find that yourself? I mean, obviously Ty is a beautiful creature, and you spent a lot of time. I don't know what was harder, Ty or Robert Pattinson or Kristoff. I think was it a three-way tie?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they were all so great, but yeah, I think that Ty just stole our hearts, and I love that scene where she drinks the lemonade, and you're just like, oh my gosh, she's so clever and funny, and she just performed her little heart out.
Do these stories have a place for us today? Because I think sometimes people don't like to look back very often. And I know we love the romance of period films and so forth, but we've gotten a lot more cynical. And this is a very hopeful, epic story. Life really is the greatest show on earth.
Yeah, I think, the movie sort of is very, referencing of the time we're in. I think a lot of people are struggling with, keeping jobs, finding a job, keeping their homes. And I think, the spectacle of the circus is something that we always look forward to. And whether it's a movie where you escape for 2 hours or it's the circus where you go for a night, everybody needs that idea of hope, or a little bit of fantasy, I think.
Now, you have two formidable men that fighting for your attention. I gotta say, girl, I was kind of jealous. I wish I had that on a good day.
Yeah.
but two very distinct actors at very interesting moments in their lives right now.
Yeah.
How was it working with both Robert and Kristoff, and what made them so unique to having these roles?
Well, I think, Kristoff was just perfectly cast as August in this movie. He just has that incredible control. He knows how to play a character that, functions on so many different levels emotionally. And he never plays it, just at one level. So you just never know what's going to happen. And Rob and I were just always in awe of the way he delivered a speech with such control. And then, working with somebody like Rob Pattinson is just, it's incredible to see somebody at sort of the precipice of a gigantic career and see him working so hard. And I think people are going to be really excited to see him playing a different character than, his character in the Twilight movies. He did a great job, and he's really the heart of this movie.